Is that server?
What's good, y'all? If you're new to the channel, my name is Shadiq and I'm acting in KRXOVR Media. Chino Supreme went in the group chat and told us we had to do this like, immediately on site. And Chino isn't one of those people who goes out of his way. People like Chino and David, they do their own thing, but when they say, yo, you gotta check something out, I'm gonna have very high expectations. I saw how Wokes was reacting to this one in his stream when I had it muted. I was sitting in my class and I just saw him making all kinds of faces. So I have high expectations for this one. People were fiending for it like 30 seconds after it dropped. So listen, I don't want to hold you out too much longer. Let's get it. These beats sounded interesting already.
Yo, Fumez the engineer plugged in. Free all the man them. Yeah, black bars and shit. Get me. Don't step in, park. Step with the iron. Man put a hole in your chest like Tony Stark. If you try run away from the
Iron Man, Tony Stark. Alright then. Alright.
Don't step in, park. Step with the iron. Man put a hole in your chest like Tony Stark. If you try run away from the shows, crash into man like it's Mario Kart. Should I send these niggas to hell? These thoughts is. If you try run away from the shows, crash into man like it's Mario Kart. Should I send these niggas to hell? These thoughts inside of my head got dark. When the man them hot at the car, put him in a Benz, your nigga got murked. Probation thinks that I'm unemployed, but I'm gliding, putting in work. As soon as my blade inserts, I'm trying to pull your ribcage out of your shirt. I can tell they've been in the gym, cause when we pop doors, it's fitness first.
Alright, so what, is this season gonna be like the battle of who's gonna be the most devilish? Cause V9 said some wild stuff in his. Alright, you know what?
So I'm trying to pull your ribcage out of your shirt. I can tell they've been in the gym, cause when we pop doors, it's fitness first. I still don't know what's worse, the way they run or the lies they tell. If I heard my man's got ice, I'm back at the heat trying to make him melt. I can swear on my fucking life, I've had men swimming like Michael Phelps. I was trying to get my appeal, so I like.
I get it. Y'all have probably seen me comment on this enough times. I don't like the dragged out deliveries to make the line match. Like, yeah, whatever. The Michael Phelps is just I could do without it personally.
I can swear on my fucking life, I've had men swimming like Michael Phelps. I was trying to get my appeal, so I lied to the job about mental health. Remove organs, I'm a fucking surgeon. You know I do operations. That nigga ain't spilt no juice, no, his Rambo's dehydrated. Hey bro, do you think it's fuck?
He did it again there, but I can't help but acknowledge what man said he Jesus Christ.
That nigga ain't spilt no juice, no, his Rambo's dehydrated. Hey bro, do you think it's fucked that I find stabbing so entertaining? My man ran from me, but my right hand caught up and shaved him. They're like, Yanko, where did you go? They don't want this gorilla on road, so they locked me down in a Z-double O. Tryna turn man green like Luigi, turn man red like Mario. He try run, but
I'm not even gonna rewind that. It's just, y'all probably heard me say it enough times, but if you're new to the channel, I don't like when artists just drag and just overuse similes and like bars. It just gets really boring after a certain amount of time, especially when that ends up being a majority of your punchlines where everything is alike. I get very bored very fast. It has no depth. It just shows no depth. It makes it feel like it was written in a couple minutes. Like, not that there's anything wrong with that, but when you're doing it too much, it just makes you feel like you could have took a couple more seconds and experimented some more. But either way, yeah.
Z-double-O, tryna turn man green like Luigi, turn man red like Mario. He try run, but he was slow. Handbrake turn and give him a poke. Cut you in your white t-shirt, I'll strap it red like he played for Stoke. Roll up to a pagan fiesta, we're all focused when we hop in the Ford. Smoke coming out of a car, but
you know what I mean? Like something like that. You feel me? Like we were all focused, we hopped in the Ford. Like those things that make you take half of a second to like draw the connection. Wait, what are you saying? Oh, forward focus. Okay, cool. But when you just say green like Mario, well, green like Luigi, red like Mario, it's like, okay, I immediately make the connection. It wasn't really that deep. It wasn't that clever. It was just like, okay. You know what I mean? There are times when you could do that and it adds a layer to what you're saying. Like there are a couple artists who could do that in a way that it makes a lot of sense. But something like that is what I would like to hear. Once you show me that you could do things like that more, or once you show me you can do things like that, I'm gonna expect it from you more often. Put it that way.
Break turn and give him a poke. Cut you in your white t-shirt, I'll strap it red like he played for Stoke. Roll up to a pagan fiesta, we're all focused when we hop in the Ford. Smoke coming out of a car, but it ain't coming from an exhaust. And I'm onto some youths in the ends right now, so they don't come gate no more. Forest Gate is the hood that I come from, but I'm black water, of course. Clock tip, civilians screaming, fucking patty. I heard they walk with a stick, but they ain't got teeth. Fucking grannies, put Duracells in this toy.
You see, like, do that earlier. You feel me? Man said they ain't got no teeth, grannies. I just wish that he would have took the time to do what he just did with that bar and the Ford bar from beginning to end. Cause now I'm just like, now you got my attention for real, for real.
From black water, of course. Clock tip, civilians screaming, fucking patty. I heard they walk with a stick, but they ain't got teeth. Fucking grannies, put Duracells in this toy. Tryna make a hot boy run out of battery. If you're not involved by your...
Why didn't you do this the whole time?
Grannies, put Duracells in this toy. Tryna make a hot boy run out of battery. If you're not involved by your brothers are pagan, hold this smoke for your family. Stepped out with a blue belly.
Yeah, I guess they're just competing at this point. They're just competing. They're competing to see who could be more devilish. Because I'm not going to hold you. CB got it. CB, I think, so far. I'm not counting Lucy. All right, I think CB got it. She was saying some madness. I think now everybody's just trying to see who could say the most memeable thing at this point. Because what the hell?
If you're not involved by your brothers are pagan, hold this smoke for your family. Stepped out with a blue belly. Black Gaza. You would have thought they made cannabis legal. How many used turn marijuana? Me and Chibo stepped with katanas to J-Bag's baby father. I heard Batman used to be on, but now he's a nerdy rat like Arthur. But B wanna fuck with a gang.
It doesn't work. Arthur's an aardvark. He's not a rat. I get it, but no.
I heard Batman used to be on, but now he's a nerdy rat like Arthur. But B wanna fuck with a gang. Cause you know we do rads like Cuba. It's the first time coming to blacks, and now she's upset that she didn't come sooner. Step round there with a star, and you know it's gonna beat like Luna. The upload's looking all dusty. Let me clean it up with a Hoover.
Now, that's an example of how you use a simile in a way that would get my attention. Alright then.
But now he's a nerdy rat like Arthur. But B wanna fuck with a gang. Cause you know we do rads like Cuba. It's the first time coming to blacks, and now she's upset that she didn't come sooner. Step round there with a star, and you know it's gonna beat like Luna. The upload's looking all dusty. Let me clean it up with a Hoover. My blood gets boiling, adrenaline pumping. I wanna get straight to the hunting. Why would I try get bold on my Rambo's fat and his lungs it punctures? The man get caught out and get...
Man said, why would I work out? Why? What's the point?
Let me clean it up with a Hoover. My blood gets boiling, adrenaline pumping. I wanna get straight to the hunting.
That flow was cold.
Why would I try get bold on my Rambo's fat and his lungs it punctures? The man get caught out and get eaten them. I can't lie, this bitch is gang. Blue bandana on her head when she ups it. Blue bandana on her head when she ups it. Blue bandana on her head when she ups it. Might snap off the mash in public. Let me show you how the waters does it. I had no shank, I bluffed it. Had man running away from nothing. Or I had my shank and cut him. Covered in red and it's still so flooded.
Fumez, the engineer.
Fumez must have nightmares at night, dogs. Cause the things these people come on his platform saying.
Is that server?
So in this channel we hold the vows. That means we're getting straight into it, and this one was definitely a very solid entry to the plugged in series. I'm not gonna hold you, y'all dragged it with this one. Like, I understand why people like it so much, but it isn't like the best thing since sliced bread like people are making it out to be. It's definitely very solid, and like I get it, but I had way higher expectations than what I got personally. I think that what this might be is a classic case of when the energy around the song has so much prevalence that it makes whatever the artist is saying just feel so much more impactful than it really might be otherwise. I think that because people were so highly anticipating Yanko's plugged in, it was Yanko to come back to the scene in general, that everything that he said would just snap in him differently, especially if you're already a fan. I really don't feel like his flow was anything super spectacular. I think it was pretty standard drill. I feel like the moments where he was dragging out the syllables, like I kept saying before, it just really takes away a bit from the delivery, especially for somebody like Yanko, people have such high expectations for. It just wasn't really anything crazy. Like, there are plugged ins, there are other songs that have flows that are completely inseparable from that song. Like, flows that are just like embedded in my mind. This one doesn't have anything about the flows, and honestly, even about the beat necessarily, that was super spectacular. They were just really standard drill in my opinion. The melody was a little bit annoying, on top of the beat itself just being kind of generic. So if you're not gonna have a melody that shines, and nothing else about the beat is gonna shine as well, you're really gonna lose me. And that's just me being honest, because when I'm not genuine, I'm not helping hold everybody involved to a higher standard so that way they can produce better and better music. I'm not here to be a yes man, and if anybody's watching this, you shouldn't want yes men around you either because they're gonna hold you back. I usually feel a little bit conflicted when I give that kind of feedback, especially about freestyle platforms. I do think that there's a time and a place for the beats to shine, but I also feel like Plugged In has given us some gems when it comes to beats. So now for some of the things that we've been getting after things like the Pete and Baz Plugged In, even things like Rush's Plugged In, there's just certain Plugged Ins where the beats just shine so brightly that it's just like, nah, you can't not give me that moving forward. And it's because of those kinds of beats that I have very high expectations. So you gotta be violating with your flows or with your wordplay, and that's what you're saying, the story that you're telling. And again, I feel like his flows just had enough moments for me to not really be too crazy about, and his wordplay really kicked in from like that midway point onwards. He opened up with that Tony Stark line, he had the Mario Kart bar with the shells. I'm just like, alright. But even with that, I've heard enough Mario Kart, Shell, Bowser kind of lines at this point that it's just like, you gotta really reinvent it in your own way. And again, he did a good job opening up with those kinds of lines, and it fell a little bit flat towards the middle, and then he really picked it up at the end. Like, I get it, I understand, but when there's certain artists out there that are delivering at a certain level and have been really raising the bar of drill specifically, you gotta really be swinging. This is one of those that I think it would have had a really high impact on me, maybe in like 2018, 2019 or so. But that's just how I feel at the end of the day. That's just my opinion. I look for different things when I'm listening, especially when it comes to drill. There are some people, this one is gonna send them out of their seat. I'm just not one of those people, and it's just my opinion at the end of the day. I'm one person. So the fact that so many people enjoyed it so much means that there's something there. I'm just really hoping that now Yanko can continue to raise the levels. If he brings what he brought from that midway point throughout the rest of his career moving forward and just continues to elevate, then he's really gonna have something for himself. But anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, and as always, hang tight for some more reactions. I do got more of those coming for y'all, but until next time, peace.